recently did a video, a short, on a 3-step process to reset your vibrational tone. And the reason I'm doing this is because I really felt constrained by trying to get that much information into 1 minute. And so I'm going to redo that information with a lot more to go with it, a lot more explanation. So you probably want to watch all of this because there's so much information in this video that you just don't want to miss it, really. So first off, I'd like to start off with a quote, which is, "Be still and know that I am God." Now, I think this is very significant because what is the I am? So the I am is you. There is only one thing in the universe. There's just the I am, and that's why God says I am. So we are all I am. Anything that you say after I am, then you proclaim that's what you are. But really, the part that I want you to pay attention to is the be still part. And the be still part is where we get, I think, a little confused as human beings, because we're beings, we're not human doings. And we want to keep getting out there and trying to do something in the physical reality. So what I'm doing right now is laying a basis for the 3-step process. So when we want to jump out and do things in the physical reality, it appears to me that we're wasting a lot of time, effort, and energy when we do that, when we're out trying to change the reflection, because we know that on the inside is where the creation happens. And then outside is where the mirror image happens. In other words, that's our feedback. That is the past. So if we're out there trying to manipulate the mirror, we're wasting our time. Neville Goddard says that the outside is nothing but ourselves, our internal selves, pushed out on the screen of space. So Paramahansa talks about that energy comes in through the medulla oblongata, comes into our consciousness, and it's filtered through our beliefs, our ideas, our fears, our desires, and then that is pushed out into what we call reality as our experience of what we're here for. So now from that, it's really like a production. So then we are the producer of that video. We're the writer, we're the actors, we're the director, we're the producers in terms of the finance. Well, of course, there's no money involved, but we do it all. And then we can go in and change any of that to change the reflection or the screen of space or the movie that's there. Now, the writers of the ancient scripts, like the Upanishads, said that what we experience is Maya. And Maya means illusion. It's all illusion. So anything that we're doing out there is a waste of time. Abraham Hicks says if we can get 68 seconds of pure thought, then that is equal to 2,000 action hours. And I like to equate that with, okay, what's 2,000 action hours? Well, you divide that by 40 hours for a work week, and that's 50 weeks. That's a year and a 2-week vacation, if you wish. And so how do you justify trying to do anything out there? I don't know, So now I'm saying all this as a foundation for the 3-step process. And the 3-step process is a reset button, and it's a release of resistance, which is all we need to do. We think there's a lot more we need to do. But the brain is not manufactured for doing things and trying to anticipate what's going to happen. It doesn't do that. And the reason it gets all stressed out is because we're trying to make it do that. And it says, this is not my job. This is not my job. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be observing and reporting back to the Creator what I'm observing. And so it's a monitor. Its brain is your monitor, and it's a receptor. It's kind of like one of those dumb computers where the central processing unit is over there across the room in a big box, and we've got these dumb computer things that we're working with. We think our brain is the CPU. It's not. It's just not. So if we can get to that understanding, and we can stop, and then we can use this 3 process. Now the 3 process is this, and by the way, this is why I said you want to watch the whole video. There's a ton of information here, and there's more to come. And if you're enjoying this, you might want to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell button. It helps. It helps anybody that's saying this. It just helps us. And by all means, make a comment. I answer all the comments. I don't get all that many, believe it or not, which surprises me. But so back to the 3 steps. So here are the 3 steps to this process. Number 1, acknowledge where you are. In other words, look at it. Be aware of where you are within your physical space. We got to go with physical, because that's where we, exist most of the time, even though it's an illusion. So somebody said, hey, so to these young folks, he said, that all that we're experiencing here is an illusion. And they said, yeah, so what? Like, what are we going to do about it except for, live in it? So I like that answer. And so be aware of where you are. Take a little score of it if you want to. You like this, you don't like that, but just be aware. And then accept it. Just say, it's okay. It's all right to be here. Look, I created all this. It has to be all right. Why is it here? And it's here to show me stuff. And that's a good thing. And then that brings us into the 3rd step of the process. So we have being aware, we have being okay with it. And then the 3rd step is being grateful for it, being appreciative of it. Oh, man. It sounds simple, and it is simple, but wow, is it ever more freeing? And that's what we really want. We want to be free. Now, this is a fantastic point, jumping off point, if you will. It's a reset to your vibration. Now, you've eliminated resistance. And by the way, I would suggest doing this 3-step process as many times during the day as you possibly can. Now, how much activity and action are we required here? Well, none. Let's go back to the beginning, which is be still and know that I am God. And here is where I like to connect. There's nothing to do because everything is already done. There is no time. There is no space. Everything exists now. We need to vibrate to that which we wish to experience now in order to see it in this now. So now we've hit this reset button so that we've gotten rid of the resistance, which is the incorrect frequencies. So now we can install the correct frequencies. Now, I'm not saying if there's anything good or bad, negative or positive, because the things that you like are not necessarily the things that other people like. So it's all a personal perspective. It's you. And this is the personal relationship that you might call you're having with Jesus Christ or God or Christ consciousness. Now, I personally don't look for the connections to religion so much. I'm looking for the vibrational truth in all of this. Why? Because I want my experience to be as much fun and as easy as possible. Life is supposed to be fun and easy. So I've been doing this 3-step process for a little while now. And the very first thing I notice is a lightness and ease from this lightness and ease about everything. So now I'm in allowing mode. I'm allowing the universe to deliver. I'm using my brain as for what it was intended, which is the observer. The universe already knows what I want. So by me being in allowing mode, it's starting to show up, and I've seen some pretty marvelous things come around. So there you go. Those are the 3-step process. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. You'll be glad you did.